Hi, I'm Kirsten Kelly. If you're enjoying these videos, please check out becoming a patron of mine. There's more information in the description of this video. I'm also working behind the scenes to bring you some great deals on some fabulous products. So if you see a card pop up during this video, click on it to check out these great deals. Today's video is some tips on how to make a quiet horse more forward. So I generally ride lots of quiet horses because I like that type that need to be a bit motivated rather than super hot ones. So I'm the master of getting exercises to stimulate them. Now I want you to think about, if you have a lazy person, if you prod them with a stick when they're feeling demotivated, what do they normally do? They don't jump up off the couch and go, yay, let's go and do some jobs. They normally swear at you or, aren't very friendly. So it's the same thing with a horse. When you have a horse who is very, very quiet in the brain, use exercises to actually engage them and stimulate them rather than think that it's always about using a spur or using a whip. Now, don't get me wrong, because sometimes you do need to use those, and it is important. You need to teach respect, because if you put your leg on and the horse doesn't go forward, then they need to know that there's a consequence, that you will follow it up with a short flick with your whip. Or if your horse is a little quiet, you put a little spur on. See, Belle's got some nice little ones with these tiny little rolls, which are quite nice and gentle and kind, but it just means when she goes to ask her to go forward, it means that it makes your life a little easier. Because if you're pushing with every ounce of your being, you're tense. And then your horse is having to trot through this rigid body. So it is important that you try to always think that your leg hangs soft. Now, the thing I see most with riders who ride quiet horses is they go nag, 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 nag. Now, if anyone's ever nagged you before, sorry, sweet pea, if anyone's ever nagged you before, you know, as soon as they nag, you switch off. You're better to take your leg off and hang it, give it one sharp boot, and then hang your leg quiet again. And then the horse will be like, and then this quiet zone. So then therefore they'll go forward again. So remember, tip 1, do not kick all the time. Use a sharp boot. And if your horse is really dead to the leg, you may need to tap it up with your stick, but then don't go back to punishing him with kickety kick the whole time. Then the other thing is about his mind. Or actually, I'll go back to the rider's position again. So legs will stop him going forward, but also the hand. If your hand is negative, pulling, you are putting the handbrake on, and none of this power you create will travel through and forward. So check before you start tuning him up with the stick that actually your hand is not the issue. So making sure that you have this feeling of the hand riding forward to the horse's mouth. Then we talk about the horse's mind. So then it's about creating exercises. So my 4-star horse Baggy was so quiet that I used to take him down the road, down a 10-minute hack, show him the emus that used to graze down the paddock, and then I used to piaffe all the way back, and then I used to get 20 minutes of beautiful dressage. And the best dressage tests I ever got from him were at competitions, because he liked the atmosphere and it made him perk up a little bit. So instead of every day schooling the bejeebers out of him at home, whacking, kicking, trying to create things, I used that time down, go out, take him for a hack, take him for a canter around the paddock, and then bring him back so he feels fresh. And in the exercises you ride, we're going to do some exercises now all about trying to stimulate and make it more entertaining for the horse. Okay, let's go out. We'll start in the trot. Now remember, Belle's horse is more advanced than the average horse, and so her type of exercises to make this horse more enthusiastic will be engaging and lateral work, but for the more basic horse, it'll be more transitions. So let's do stage 1 for just your normal average Joe Bloggs horse, Belle. Let's pick up the trot. Good. So you see, instead of going nag, 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 she went one sharp boot and the horse went, oh, crikey, and off she went. That's it. Right, Belle, so she's looking quite lazy there. Perfect demo for me. Now I want you to see if you can get her to go forward in a bit of medium. And we won't go medium for hours because it makes the horse flat. Short bursts, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enough. Half halt. Brace through your obliques, belly button up, and a little half halt. Once again, 5 strides, medium trot. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Back to working trot. And that way, mentally, it makes her more organised. Prepare to halt now, Belle. Think about your core, your thighs, belly button up. Sit to the trot. And halt. Whoops. Watch that crookedness. Keep your chin up. Keep thinking about where she's going. And now, think of growing tall, closing the legs with a little tap and trot up through your centre. Trot. That's it. 5 steps forward. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. Now transition to walk. Prepare to canter. And canter. And I get people all the time saying to me, my horse doesn't do walk to canter. There's no reason why he can't do walk to canter. If it's ugly, it'll get better. Now prepare to go medium. Think of the energy flowing through your hips and canter. Good. Now pulse, pulse with the outside rein, belly button, use your core to collect it. Good. And again, open through your hips, ride the canter forward. Go. Good. And back. Pulse, pulse on the outside fingers. Brace through your core and whoop, and then back to trot. So all of these exercises just help stimulate her mentally rather than most people end up just trotting round and round and round looking for perfection on a 20-metre circle. It's not going to happen. Transitions and exercises help engage the horse. Now for a more experienced horse, let's do a little demo now, Belle. We'll pick up the trot. That's it. Good. Well done. And you see, really nice activity. Right, now pick up little pulse, pulse, yep. Now prepare to canter. Think belly button up, inside seat bone. That's it. Right. Now I'm going to get you to go large in a straight line. Good. Light, light. Allow her forward. Pick up the canter. Carry your hand. Yep. Try to have it happen more from your thigh, from your centre. Good girl. And then I want medium canter somewhere, Belle. Good. Now half halt, belly button up. Pulse, pulse. Lighten, lighten. Yep. Back to the trot. Good. Allow the energy to flow through. Good. Now medium trot. Up through your centre. And half halt. Good. And then a little bit of shoulder in down the long side. And then I want a 10-metre circle. And then you'll go travers. Think about your hand allowing the energy through. Little softer in the neck. Good. Now ride your circle. And in that last quarter of the circle, catch the quarters. Start looking now. Good. Catch the quarters now. Quarters, quarters. Good job. Eyes up. Look where you're riding. Good girl. And then straighten. Great job, Belle. Well done. And it's about stimulating the mind. So whatever level your horse is at, give him exercises to make him interested. And so don't be put off and think to yourself, oh, my horse is very basic, all I can do is transitions. You can teach him to do leg yielding. Remember, the sooner you ask exercises, the sooner the horse will learn them. So don't be afraid to give things a go.